I'm headed to my setters clinic and my 18's practice tonight, and I want to talk about the number one most important thing to consider when it comes to setting. And that is going to be consistency. Consistency is the biggest thing that we're looking for when we're trying to be setters, because it doesn't matter if we're setting a super fast ball or we're setting a super high ball. If it's extra consistent, it means that the hitter knows what to expect every single time, and that way the hitter can get his or her feet to the ball wherever it's at, because they're expecting a certain tempo. And no matter what kind of height you're putting on a ball, you can be a really, really effective setter if you're consistent. Now, obviously, you want to get to a point where you can run offense in a bunch of different ways and speed it up and slow it down as needed, in system and out of system. But until then, if you're just kind of starting out, the only thing you should be worried about is being able to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, because that is what creates consistency. So for my setters that I'm about to work with right now, guess what we're going to work on? Consistency. We're going to start off. I've done 2 of these already, and we started off the same way, and then I added a couple variations to the drills that we do, like, as we go through the practice. But we always start the same way because we want to build consistency. And the way that I like to start warming up for setting, before we really get into the thick of it, is just on the wall setting. And you can do this literally anywhere with the wall, and just warming up your hands, getting touches. Because if you have a routine that you do every time you step into the gym, especially if you're a setter, or I guess this goes for any position, if you want to be a libero and you want to pass against the wall every time you go into the gym, or you have a specific spot on the wall that you really like to work with. As a hitter, you can just warm up your shoulder by swinging against the wall a bunch of times. But setters specifically, I like for them to pick a spot on the wall, and after going like really, really close up, setting against the wall, like backing it up, really getting those wrists active, I like to see them pick a spot on the wall, and with a catch in between or not, depends, or like maybe a set to yourself in between, I like to see them really try to focus on hitting that one spot over and over and over again, just so in their brain they're thinking about, how can I make the most consistent set possible? So if I'm trying to hit this blue line up here, can I hit that blue line 10 times in a row, 20 times in a row, 30 times in a row, and then 10, 20, 30 in a row without a pause, or without a set in between, or without catching the ball, or without really having to move your feet too much, just working on getting that ball out of our hands as quickly as possible. But after my setters clinic, I got my 18's, and I might bust out a couple clips from that. But we just got back from a tournament this last weekend in the Bay Area, so Coach and I, I'm coaching with one of my friends, Jared. He and I made a list of all the things that we need to work on, so we're going to start chipping away at that list tonight, because there's quite a bit, which isn't a bad thing. It's quite the things that need to be worked on. We figured out what those things were during the tournament, especially because we played a couple of teams that were super, super different, and one of those teams had 0 basics, and they were all just show and go kind of team, and one of those teams had only the basics. I'm talking standing blocking. The setter would just like run around with his hands straight up, and then like just push a ball out to the outside. The outside would take his really robotic 4-step approach and like spatch a ball over, and that team ended up getting second in the tournament. So we're kind of realizing that if you don't start with a solid foundation, no matter how high up you go, you're going to be unstable. And so make sure my setters have a really, really solid foundation. And as I said, that starts with consistency. So I'm excited to get started. I'm not sure what I'm gonna video for today, but it'll be something. So I'll see you in there in a second. All right, we're doing some Vollis right now. One touch inside the 10-foot line. Platform only. First team to 11 wins. Wow. Oh yeah, good touch. That's my loop laying out. In there. Push-ups for the losers. Just 3. All right, here we go, game 2. Best of 3. Start off strong. That's a good start. Oh! Oh, they're here to play today. Oh, we got the other coach there, mic'd up also. Good touch. I'm moving this cart. We about to get nailed. What a touch. Good up, Charlie. That's a great touch there. Ow! No touch. See you, Mark. No! That ain't a platform. Platform. Such a dog. Oh. Oh! That was dirty. That was dirty. Oh. In there. Yup. Oh, good rally. Oh, he saves it. Oh, yeah, short. We gotta put the poles, the pads on the poles. Oh. Oh, just missed. Ooh, unlucky. No! Good save. In there. No way. Oh! Dang. Shag up, shag up, shag up. This next one. All right, last round here. That's one. It's the basic. Oh! They're rolling. Oh, bottom of the net. Almost. yeah. Nice. Oh, they're doing it! They're doing it! Oh. Oh. Good touch. Oh, almost. In there. Oh no. Hey. Oh,
6. I can't do math.
3.
We finally got a best of 3 going here.
All right. So just finished our 18's practice, and I think we are starting to figure these kids out a little bit more. At first, we just did all the normal drills that you would think to do, but today we tried something completely different, where we started off with something a lot more competitive and a lot more fast-paced, where everybody's like pitted against each other, sort of. And it's a drill called Vollis, where, well, I guess you already saw it, but we had 2 people on each side, 1 touch per side, and they seemed to love that, so that was a sweet start to practice. And then we got into a bunch of other competition-based drills, and then right after those drills were over, we jumped into serving and passing, and we settled into that for like the majority of practice, so that we could see how they were going to pass and serve receive when they're tired. And overall it went much better. I think that was our best practice yet. It seemed like they were all actively getting better, so that was sweet. But my setters, I got to work with one of them a little bit before practice, and they're both showing improvement, especially on the consistency of their outside ball. We were talking about that a lot today, and I was talking about it on the way down here, so that was pretty cool. But now I'm just going home. It's been quite the day, so I hope you guys are doing good, and I'm out of here. So have a good night, morning, wherever you're at. Peace out.